Hey everybody, Mac here. And yes, I know we were doing the countdown to Castle Grayskull, and Castle Grayskull is supposed to be the next big video I put up on my channel. However, real life tends to get in the way of our plans sometimes. Just so everybody knows, in my world outside of YouTube, I actually am involved in theater a lot. Stage productions, stage plays. I actually run my own theater company. And this week, we are going into the final week of rehearsals. We are opening this weekend, and that has been taking up most of my time. However, I did want to put something up just to get a video up there this week so you all don't think I forgot about you, and to give the new subscribers, welcome to the channel by the way guys, something to take a look at. So I haven't done a show and tell video for a while, and I have a lot of stuff to show and tell about. So I figured I would do one of those just to hold us over until I can get down to Castle Grayskull. So, first and foremost, let's talk about all of this. I don't know if it's everywhere, but the Walmart and the Target in my area, and it's only like one Walmart and one Target, have had things on clearance for the past few weeks and are selling items like this at ridiculously low prices. One thing that they did have that I didn't get, Walmart had the Overwatch set Outpost Gibraltar, the big rocket launch set that normally goes for like $90. They had it on sale on clearance sale for $45. $45! Of course, there was none left by the time I got there, and I was very upset about that, but man, some people got one heck of a deal on that. The first thing I want to look at is something that I did pick up at Walmart. It is these guys right here. Now, what came in these? These are just little containers as is, but what came in them was jelly candy. Like fruit snack candy, things like that. And, I mean, the candy was candy. It was nothing really to talk about. It wasn't anything great. And there's a slot up here because these are supposed to be banks once you're done with them. But the candy pieces, the little jellies, look like little bricks, little Lego bricks. And they actually do fit together, and you can build ridiculous little things out of them and then eat it. But the containers are what I liked. They are the one of these is like maybe $1. And you can see it just has clear plastic, and they do fit together. As a matter of fact, they can fit together pretty well. And you can use them just for little storage compartments for Legos. Over here, you can see I even have like some of the Mega Construx in them until I get a proper figure display case. Unfortunately, with the way that it's set up, you can't really see the top of He-Man's power sword. But it's just nice. It's something that will hold me over until I get a proper display case to put all of my new minifigs in. So like I said, just little candy containers that do stack together. And they make really cool little storage bins for whatever you have. Now, this stuff was on clearance. This was down to just like $4, and it's just a little snowmobile set. I think this normally goes for like $10, but this was down to $4, and I wanted this just because the snowmobile and the little sled that pulls behind it, because I was going to use this for my Christmas village, where I was going to have the driver and then a passenger on back, and then I might replace this bin and this piece and just make like a little toy storage sled, a little toy storage cart that he's just like pulling presents behind in it. So for $4, I thought that was pretty decent. Over here we have the Wind Raider, and if you've been watching my Masters of the Universe Mega Construx videos, you know the Wind Raider attack set was one of the first sets that I did a video on from the Masters of the Universe. That was $9. $9 for this. And yes, I have one already, but I mean, you can have two, right? I mean, for $9, two Wind Raiders. Like, I wanted two Wind Raiders when I was a kid, but my parents wouldn't buy them for me. So now I can have two. I can have like Man-at-Arms in one, or Hela in the other one, or whoever in the other one. And then once the Battle Ram comes out, He-Man will be on the Battle Ram, and we'll have like a whole airstrike force. Or I'll find some way to put the little legs on the bottom if Web Store ever comes out, and I'll make his his personalized Wind Raider that he had. But $9, I couldn't pass this up, and this was the last one, so I grabbed it, and I'm going to have 2 in my collection now, and I really like that. And then finally, we have the Diesel Knot here, and I love Ninjago. I don't know as much about Ninjago as I would want to, and I don't have nearly enough Ninjago sets. As a matter of fact, I think I have like maybe 3 right now, but I love the Diesel Knot. I loved the Hunted series, and this was on clearance. It was like $20 off, and this was at Target. Once again, it was the last one they had, and I know the set is retired. I know it's been discontinued, and I just thought to myself, if I don't get it now, I'm never going to see it again for this price, and I'll just kick myself in the head. I mean, look at this. Look at all the stuff you get with it. Look how freaking big this thing is. Look at that. And then you get, like, I don't know, Young Woo with the dragon armor. This is going to be fun. I'm really going to enjoy putting this together, because I do have this whole post-apocalyptic theme going on in my living room right now that started with the purchase of Bennett and Lucy escape buggy, and I have this whole Mad Max theme going on. Oops. I have this whole Mad Max theme going on in my living room right now, so this will fit in perfectly. Now, I know that's all we have on the table, but I have a few more things to go over, so just wait right here. Okay, next up, yesterday I was hitting up some thrift stores. I was looking for costume pieces and prop pieces for the show that I told you I have opening this weekend. And while I was there at the thrift stores, I actually found a lot of this stuff. And some of this stuff is really cool, some of this stuff I had never seen before, and some of this stuff I was really glad to find, like these guys. I missed these two the first time they came out. Walmart had them on their pegs like maybe a day or 2 before they sold out. And I was really happy to find them again. Commander Spock, Captain Kirk from the Mega Construx line. Look at that. I love how Kirk has the cut across the chest right there. Both of these, obviously, from the episode where they had to go back to Vulcan so that Kirk could help Spock with the Pon farr. And they have their Vulcan weapons in there. Kirk has a communicator. Spock has his old school original series tricorder. I love that Spock's hand is molded into the Klingon salute. So I was really happy to find these guys. I can't wait to open these up and just play with them. Something else I found, I didn't even know this existed. I have never heard of this company, C3. And they came out with a stack down line, a WWF stack down, or WWE stack down line. And this is just called Undertaker's Entrance. This is ridiculous, but I had to have it. It looks fantastic. I've never seen anything from this line. I didn't even see anything else that matched up with this line at the thrift store that I got it at. But it has Taker during his biker days, and he has his motorcycle, and he has these gates that he comes through. And if you flip through on the back, it shows you some of the features of it. And right there is that little urn that I'm guessing that is supposed to represent Paul Bearer, because he was always carrying the urn in whenever he would walk in with Taker. It's been retaped. They assured me that everything I bought would have all of the pieces. It sounds and feels pretty packed. I don't know if it's been assembled and it's in there assembled. Yeah, but let's take a look at it. Sorry, I had to pause the video for a second there. I got to this point and then realized I forgot to bring my knife. So we just open the tape here. And, oh no, it is all still in packs. That's very cool. With the tape that was on there. Oh, punch. Oh, that's interesting. With the tape that was on there, I was worried it was either already going to be opened or it would have been assembled. Let's instructions and the tires and the bat wings, the statue. Oh, this is gonna be nuts. This is so unique. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen any of the WWE sets. I may even do a review on this when it's all said and done, just to give everybody a better look at it. I don't think this has a date. Oh, 2013. There it is. 2013. So it's about 6 years old. If anybody has ever heard of this company, C3 Construction, if you've ever heard of this company, if you've ever seen this line, if anybody has any of these pieces, leave me a comment in the comments below and let me know what you think. Let me know how many you have. Let me know what all is out there for this. I mean, depending on how this goes together and how it looks, I may want to find other stuff to go along with it. Because it looks like they have Kane up there. And Kane, before he took the mask off, was always one of my favorite wrestlers. And if you got one of the brothers, you got to have another one of the brothers. So if anybody knows, like, if there is a Kane set out there or where I can find it, or just anything about this, please leave me a comment below. Let me know about it. Something else that I found was this. And this was another box that was already opened, you can see. But all of the pieces, all of the bags, and all of the instructions are inside. They let me take a look at it before I bought it. And from what I can gather on the research, this is called Cool Santa Set. And this is from 2009, I believe. It was a holiday exclusive set that was a Lego store exclusive, maybe a Lego Online exclusive. And considering it's from 2009 and it ended up in a thrift store, and it's opened, but the bags aren't opened. See, all of the bags are intact, and all of the instructions right there. Look at that. All the instructions are with each bag. And we didn't get a Lego store here until just last year. So from 2009, and I understand that it was probably bought online, but from 2009, I'm actually impressed with that everything is here, the bags aren't open, and how good of a condition the box is in. So set 40,000. I'm going to look forward to this one. This is definitely going to be part of my Christmas, not necessarily my Christmas village, but my Christmas decorations. And these figures, the way that they're set up, they just look like something that would have been part of sets that I had when I was a kid back in the 80s and 90s. And that was one reason why I really like the look of this set, because it is a little bit of a throwback to when I was younger. And finally, here we have a Lego Advent Calendar. And I have no idea what year this came from. I couldn't find a year on it anywhere. If anybody knows what year this particular calendar came from, once again, leave me a comment down below. Let me know. It looks like it's just a city theme. And if you look at the parts that it comes with, it doesn't look like there's actually a Santa Claus that comes with this one. And I find that very interesting, because I thought Santa Claus always came with the Advent calendars. So I'm really curious to see if this does have a Santa Claus with it. And I'm also curious to see what some of the builds are, because like it shows you a bunch of minifigures on the front. It looks like we get a lot of minifigures with this calendar. But there's really nothing on the back. The only build that it shows you is this little barbecue grill and this little outside diorama set, and I kind of dig that. Once again, it's been retaped. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Once again, it's been retaped on the flaps. And so I am going to open this, and we're going to see if this has actually already been opened and put together, and they just packaged it back up. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see these little flaps have already been opened. But as long as all of the pieces are in there, I don't really mind that. I'll still open it at Christmas. I'll still use it as an advent calendar in addition to the new calendars that I buy this year. So, that's a little disappointing, but not really. But like I said, as long as everything's there, I think I'll be fine with that. But once again, if anybody knows what year this calendar came from, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. And then last, but oh so certainly not least, is what I have been waiting for, the Lego Mars mission space sets. And to say that I am excited about these is a massive, massive understatement and a disservice to how I really feel about these sets. The space sets were the sets, the classic space sets that is, were the sets that got me involved in Legos when I was a kid. They were the sets that I bought the most. They were the ones that struck my imagination the most, and I just felt like Lego had really been missing something these past few years without having a dedicated space line to it. And even though I know this isn't going to be a continuous theme, that it's probably just for this year because of the 50th anniversary of the lunar landing, I am going to bask and revel in what they have done so far and hope that we get more. These sets are fantastic, and these are the first ones that I ordered from Lego.com as soon as I could. I will be getting all of them. I will be getting all of them. And I'll be sharing them and showing them to you as they come down the line. I mean, even full disclosure, this box is actually empty. I already put this one together. And well, just take a look at this. National Geographic Kids came out with this. This was on the shelf at Target. These were free to take. And these are really cool. I mean, they're for kids, but they have like little story elements to it. They show you the sets. Like here it shows astronauts training in an underwater environment, getting ready for zero-G training. Here is a picture of an actual spacesuit, and it tells you a little something about all of the important bits. Like obviously not a full technical breakdown, but enough for kids to understand what's going on and to like strike their imagination. It opens up even more. You see the launch. You see the launch station. You see these little sets up here. A little write-up on everything. And then it opens again, and you have a little activity center on the inside. And little missions. I really like this. I really like this. If this would have been out when I was a kid, I would have freaked out and I would have loved this. And on the back, you have like the solving the puzzles and the more story elements right here. But this reminds me, in a very small way, this reminds me of like the Lego idea books that used to come out when new sets would come out back in the 80s. They really don't do stuff like that anymore that I can think of. They have the catalogs, but they don't have stuff like this, or those idea books. And I really like those. And I'm glad that they came out with this. Here in this little poly bag, now these are on sale on store shelves as well, along with all the sets. I've only seen this one at Target so far, but this also comes free whenever you order the Lego space sets. And I don't know if it comes with it free with every space set that you buy, or if it was because I spent a certain amount of dollar value, because that one was $100 and this one I think was $50. So I got this poly bag as part of it. And as far as poly bags go, like usually they are what they are, and I'm like, oh, those are cute, and sometimes I'll pick them up and sometimes I won't, but I really like this one. I'm really appreciative of this one. Always good to get another astronaut, always good to get another satellite. So we're going to open this one up, we're going to put it together, and we're going to take a look at it right now. Okay, here we go. Here's that satellite. And first, let's take a look at the minifig. These are the new astronaut minifigs. I believe these are the ones that came with the lunar module set that came out last month. I'm not entirely sure because I haven't gotten that set, but I like, excuse me, I like how the dome is gold. Like you can't see through it, just like with the actual deep space suits. And I like this little piece right here, the light they have on the side of the space suit. See this pops off. You can see the figure's face on the inside, or you can just pull this whole piece off. This whole piece right here comes off, and then you have your minifig here. And it has some decent printing. A little bit of printing on the back, which they didn't have to do because this pretty much covers the entire back side. And when you pull it off, you can see right there a little Mars mission emblem. And what I really like about this is very, very reminiscent of the classic Space Line symbol that was on the minifigs and that was on the vehicles, the space shuttles, the rovers, things like that. So this is the new space set logo, and I like that it's different, but I also like that it's very similar. I don't have any of my classic space figures right now, but I'll put a picture right there just to show you the similarities and the differences. And I like that it harkens back and is very similar to the original classic Space Line, but I also like that it stands out on its own and can be its own thing. And now we have the satellite. The satellite right here. And this is actually a pretty beefy satellite for being a polybag. I think this is one of the better satellites that we've gotten with these space sets. It's one of the largest, definitely. And look at this. These solar panels here. These solar panels are printed pieces. And that's really cool, because if we can get printed pieces like this in a polybag, and these are great little pieces for the solar panels, why can't we get it for everything? Like, I put the rocket ship set together, and there were so many stickers that I was like, are you kidding me? Why isn't this a printed piece? And you'll see what I mean when I do the review after Castle Grayskull. But I really, really like and appreciate that these plate pieces are all printed. I do appreciate that. Plus we have this printed piece right here, and I don't know if I can get the camera to focus on it, but it's kind of like a little control panel up top. I like that. I always like when pieces are printed. I am not good at applying stickers. I have a crooked eye, I don't know what it is, but I really appreciate when they give us some quality printed pieces and I don't have to worry about putting little stickers on. So let's get rid of that. And let me refocus. Alright. Now, first off, the shuttle. The shuttle I liked because there's a lot going on to it with this set. Obviously, this isn't as large as the Space Shuttle set, the most famous Space Shuttle set from the LEGO Classics line. I believe it was 928, I think. 928 was the set that I had. That was a big shuttle, came with two minifigs. It had a lot going on to it, and it had a ground rover as well. And it has this, but I don't think you can actually fit it inside the shuttle. But I wanted to get this just because I wanted a shuttle again. This harkens back to two things. One, it reminds me of one of the first sets from LEGO Classics that I had, which was that 928 set that I just told you about. And two, and I'll be doing the comparison whenever I do a review on this piece, this looks a lot like the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Space Shuttle that came out a couple years ago. That was actually the first set that I did for a review on this channel. And I really liked that shuttle design, and this looks a lot like it, and I'm really going to be interested to put them side by side and take a look at them together. And also see how all of this works. And I really like the geode pieces that they're coming out for these Mars exploration sets. And then finally we have this. Like I said, this has already been put together. This is an empty box. What I like about this is, well, everything. This reminds me of sets that I had. Let me back up a little bit. This reminds me of sets that I had when I was younger. They had bases on one side, they had a rocket launch on the other side. Of course, the set that I'm talking about was a moon base set, and it came with crater plates that looked like base plates that had craters built around them to make it look like a moonscape. And this is supposed to be launch control, and that's going to be the rocket taking off into space. But I swear, I am going to see if these will actually fit, because I still have those crater plates. I'm going to see if this will actually fit on those crater plates and turn this into a moon base rather than launch control, because I just want to do that because it'll be cool if it works. And I'm going to be in my nostalgia if it works and if it looks good, and I can just recreate that with a modern take on LEGO. Oh, that's all I have for you today. Once again, I do apologize for not getting to Castle Grayskull, but I promise it is coming down the line. Probably sometime after this coming weekend, I'll be able to have it out. Thank you for hanging around. Thank you for looking at the stuff that I picked up. Thank you for spending some time with me and talking about Legos, and discounts, and deals, and old sets. Please remember, like I said, if you know what year that advent calendar came from, let me know in the comments below. If you've ever seen any of these sets, once again, let me know in the comments below all about them. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so you know whenever I upload a video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, both at Brickentire. Play well, everyone, and as always, thank you for watching.